Why you do this? Understand yourself. Why can't you let it go, even when everyone else already has? Why does your mind keep going back to that one moment? The thing you said, the thing you did, the version of you that still feels wrong. You tell yourself it's over. You tell yourself it doesn't matter anymore. You tell yourself you've learned. But it doesn't leave. It shows up at random times. Late at night, in quiet moments, in conversations that have nothing to do with it. And suddenly, you're back there again. Replaying it, analyzing it, judging yourself for it, and no matter how much time passes, it still feels unresolved. And this is the part that gets confusing. You don't want to feel this way. You know it's not helping. But you still can't stop. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why guilt doesn't just disappear, and how to actually let it go. Without pretending it never happened. You've probably tried to move on. You've told yourself, it's not a big deal. Everyone makes mistakes. I need to stop thinking about it. But it doesn't stick, because something inside you disagrees. It keeps bringing it back. That moment, that memory, that feeling, and it doesn't always show up loud. Sometimes it's subtle, a small thought, a shift in your mood, a quiet sense of discomfort, and then it grows, until you're fully in it again, replaying the situation, what you could have said, what you should have done, how it could have gone differently. And the worst part? You can see it clearly now. You know better now, and that makes it hurt more. Because now it feels like, I should have known. Here's what most people don't realize. Guilt is not just a memory. It's a system, a mental loop designed to prevent you from becoming that version of yourself again. So your brain keeps bringing it back, not to hurt you, but to control you, to make sure you don't repeat it. And this is where something shifts. Because now the question isn't, why do I feel this? It's, why won't my mind let this go? And the answer is simple, because it thinks holding onto it is what makes you a good person. Think about what triggers it. It's not random, it's specific. Something reminds you, a word, a situation, a similar feeling, and suddenly, your body reacts. Before your mind even catches up, you feel it in your chest, in your stomach, that drop, that tension, that quiet voice saying, that was wrong. And in that moment, you're not just remembering, you're reliving, and your system treats it like it's happening again. This is where it becomes physical. Your nervous system doesn't track time the way your mind does. It tracks emotional relevance. So if something still feels unresolved, it stays active. Even if it happened years ago, your body reacts the same way. Tightness, discomfort, withdrawal, because to your system, it's not in the past. It's unfinished, and unfinished things don't get released. They get held. Logically, you know you should move on. You understand the situation, you've learned from it, you've changed, but logic doesn't dissolve emotional loops. Because this isn't about information. It's about relationship. The relationship you have to what happened. And right now, that relationship is built on judgment. Not understanding, not processing, judgment. Here's the pattern. Something reminds you, you start thinking about it, you replay it, you analyze it, you criticize yourself, you feel worse, so you try to push it away. Distract yourself, ignore it, override it. It works for a moment. Then it comes back, stronger, clearer, more emotionally loaded, and the cycle repeats. Inside you, there's a split. One part of you says, it's okay, move on. Another part says, no, don't forget this. One part wants relief, the other wants accountability, and both feel right. That's why you feel stuck. Because you're not just dealing with guilt, you're dealing with two opposing truths. You want to forgive yourself, but you also don't want to let yourself off the hook. This creates a loop. Trigger right pointing arrow memory, right pointing arrow judgment, right pointing arrow discomfort, right pointing arrow suppression, right pointing arrow return. And each time it loops, it strengthens. Because your brain learns, this matters. This defines me. This must not be ignored. And the more you fight it, the more it sticks. The root is deeper than the situation. It's about identity, who you believe you are, or who you believe you should be. So when you act outside of that, it creates tension. Not just, I did something wrong, but, I was someone I don't want to be. And that's harder to release. Because it hits your self-image. You don't just want to move on. You want to still see yourself as good, as aware, as in control, as aligned. So when something breaks that image, you hold onto it. To fix it, to correct it, to prove to yourself. That's not who I am. But here's what most people miss. Holding on to guilt does not repair your identity. It traps it in the past. Here's the shift. Guilt doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you have awareness. It means you care. People without awareness don't replay things. They don't question themselves. They don't reflect. They move on quickly, because nothing really lands. But you're different. You noticed. You felt it. You stayed with it. And even if it hurts, that says something important about you. It means you have a system that tracks meaning, not just outcomes. And that's not weakness. That's depth. But right now, that depth is turned against you. Instead of helping you grow, it's keeping you stuck. And once you see that, you stop blaming yourself for feeling it. So instead of asking, how do I get rid of this feeling? Ask something more useful. What is this trying to show me? Because guilt always carries information. Not always truth, but information. Something about your values, your boundaries, your awareness. So slow it down. Don't rush to escape it. Don't rush to silence it. Look at it. What exactly bothers you? What part of it still feels unresolved? Name it clearly, because clarity reduces emotional intensity. And once you extract the meaning, you don't need to replay the entire moment anymore. Now do something even more important. Separate what you did from who you are. Because right now, those two are fused together. You're not just remembering an action. You're defining yourself by it. And that's why it feels so heavy. So say it clearly. That was something I did. Not, that's who I am. Repeat it, even if it doesn't feel true yet. Because your brain needs repetition to rewire. And every time you separate action from identity, you reduce the weight. You create space, and in that space, change becomes possible. Here's the real solution. Stop trying to erase the memory. Change your role in it. Instead of being the person who is still being judged, be the person who understands what happened. Who sees the context? Who sees the growth? Who sees the difference? Because when you shift from judgment to understanding, the loop breaks. Not because you forgot, but because you no longer need to punish yourself to prove you've changed. You were never meant to stay stuck in that moment. You were meant to learn from it, grow through it, and move beyond it, but you can't do that if you keep dragging it forward with you. Not as a lesson, but as a weight. And the fact that you're even aware of this means you're already not that person anymore. So here's the real question. Are you holding on to guilt because you haven't learned from it, or because you don't believe you deserve to move on?